Hey everybody, welcome to this impromptu after party. I don't know that it's after though. Is it a during party? Is Russell still going?
I think he's still going. Yeah.
Well, like at 1:40, I think they said they were going to open it up for Q&A. So people were supposed to start dropping questions. So they may go for another 3 hours. Who knows?
Who knows? Whatever gets people to sign up, right?
Well,
Yeah.
and it's great. Yeah. So obviously they're trying to make a big push on Funnel Hacking Live, right? But yeah, they're still going. They're definitely still going. It's like
That's
promo
amazing.
videos now.
Okay, so this isn't the after party. This is the during party. Welcome, everybody. Say hello. We already have people saying hi, and I don't know who it is. I got to pull it up on my phone. Say hi.
Yeah, we could pull up. I guess we could jump back into Zoom and pull up the live feed. That ought to be exciting.
Right, we have Madison and Nathan and like 6 other of you joining in and a whole bunch of other people. Betsy's on. All right, awesome.
Love it.
Okay, so there's some really exciting stuff that is happening, and we are going to try to cover all of it and also do like a recap in case you guys missed the beginning, because if they're still going, there is no replay yet, and you're like, what did they say at the beginning? So, and I think Andrea's a little bit in that window too. You missed a little bit of it.
I missed the very beginning.
Yeah. But Dan and I were on there for most of it until it went into more of just like more funnel hacking live stuff. So
Nathan, we'll cover that.
Yeah, we're gonna cover that. It's so exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, so
can I just do my synopsis of the last 5 hours? Go to Funnel Hacking Live. Go to Funnel Hacking Live. That's the synopsis.
Sum it up in 30 seconds. Yes.
But there was some other really cool stuff. That's what we're going to talk about here.
Okay, so it's no secret. This was how it was marketed and advertised, that there's going to be a big announcement from Todd about ClickFunnels and AI. We have that. We actually have it in our accounts. We're going to demo it at the end. Well, not at the end, but we're going to get to it. Just hang in there. But we're going to kind of recap the first bits of it first, real quickly. And the first thing, and let me know when you're ready, Andrea, or just start sharing your screen when you're ready. The first thing that Russell brought up was he did a short training at the beginning for his linchpin framework. And the first time I saw this was at last year's Funnel Hacking Live. I think, Andrea, you even saw it earlier than that as part of Inner Circle. You were at an event. And I think maybe Dan saw it early. I don't know, Dan. But
a little bit.
I saw this, and I remember I went to my Facebook and I posted, I'm like, Russell just shared the blueprint for every business. Like, everyone needs to do this. And that is pretty much what we have as agency owners. We have geared our offers and services and even the education that we have been giving you, even though it hasn't been totally clear. We're going to change that everything is surrounding this linchpin model. And there's a reason for that. And I think that, I don't know if you have the graphic ready, but
I do. Yeah.
Let me share that and talk about it.
Yeah.
We're just going to give you like a recap of what is the linchpin.
Yeah. Because it's so huge. All right. There we go. Can you see it okay? Oh no.
Wait, not yet. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. You do it.
Right. So this is I'll blow it up. So this is what you would see from Russell, like his diagram, right? And go ahead, Susan. Sorry, I totally jumped in.
No. Go ahead and explain it.
Okay, so this was the original, and when he presented this on, the first time I saw it, I don't think I fully understood the power of it. When he presented at Funnel Hacking Live, that was a game changer for me. And in fact, I came back and with all of my clients, we did a linchpin audit of where are we at? What's the state of the union relative to all the things they have going on relative to the linchpin, because it solves so many things around let's try this. Does it work? Let's try this. Okay, we're at this point in the value ladder. Is this where we're supposed to be? Right? Like the linchpin just ties everything up into a much more better strategic bow. So it's brilliant. There are some things that we all kind of disagree with, but just in practice, no kidding practice, this doesn't work for this group. But in essence, it is that you have your continuity down here, membership area, which the one thing I will say is that this caused a lot more confusion, at least I know for a lot of people that I talked to on be very clear, a membership can be a virtual space that you house everything in, or the way sometimes ClickFunnels people talk about it is that it's an actual business model where it's a monthly subscription model. How Russell is referring to it is he like intermixed the both. So this is supposed to be a membership area, which might contain a set of offers that are part of a continuity offer, AKA a monthly membership area. We'll go into that more depth, but essentially the essence here is that you just have a regular occurring payment is the essence of what he's trying to do here in the continuity. He also has been starting talking about Mifki, most incredible free gift ever, which is feeding into that. And then a dramatic demonstration, which is challenge, webinar, masterclass, that then would go into a bulk subscription plus offer, driving to continuity. And then eventually a dramatic demonstration and a high ticket at the end of that. So, and he has examples of all of them and they're all traffic going in. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, he said something today that I hadn't heard him say before. And I don't know if it's a new realization for them or not, but where the number 4 is at on the screen.
Yeah.
He helped me to realize that. So traditionally in their models, they call them self-liquidating offer funnels. For those funnels, you would have someone opt into whatever it is that you're getting them to opt into. Then you'd immediately present an offer or like some upsells so that you're trying to get money out of them so that you can pay for the ads that it took to get them into the funnel in the first place. And what he said today was, rather than doing that, you actually move the self-liquidating offer becomes your number 4. It becomes the offer at the end of the dramatic demonstration. And I was like, oh, that makes so much sense. But you are offering still like so if you look at the ClickFunnels model, what they've been doing lately, excuse the extra hand in the screen, you opt into like the funnel, the your first funnel challenge. A lot of you guys came from there. So you opt into that. And then there's a ClickFunnels trial. And that's the story that Russell tells is like Todd one day had this idea of like, why don't we just have them sign up for the trial immediately? And they did. And that's how they kind of came up with this, as well as like a lot of this comes from Frank Kern, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So, and then after the dramatic demonstration or the challenge, then they sell like this big subscription, like the annual plan, right, is what was being sold. So it's just, yeah. So him saying like, oh, instead of the SLO offer being in the middle of the funnel, it's actually at the end of the demonstration. And that was like new to me today.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. I think too, Frank in the group made a comment, and I totally agree with you, Frank. I think at the end of the day, it's just that you have a continuity, meaning a regular scheduled payment that is coming to you. So whether you do that monthly or annually, I don't think matters as much as long as you have that reoccurring, right? And so Frank said that for him, he did 2 memberships as an annual reoccurring rather than monthly, which I think totally would fit into that continuity area. And then Amber, yes, it is. Funnel Hacking Live is at the Marriott Grand Vista Orlando and not where we were last year. So I think they're moving it to the Marriott. And then another question, a bit of a 4D chess. Yeah. This event has its own linchpin framework regarding to the event itself, but how does it apply to the larger linchpin of the company itself? Would be considered a dramatic demonstration too. Oh, okay. So he talks about this exact question. So he would say that the dramatic demonstration here would be, I think, his challenges, right? That he's selling the continuity of ClickFunnels. And so that is, if I'm answering your question right, and it's a Facebook user, I'm not sure who.
I think, that's Nathan. I think really, so this event, the birthday bash in itself, is a dramatic demonstration.
One. Yeah, dramatic demonstration one is what I would say. Is that what you would say?
I was thinking, well, I get, yeah, because it just, his high ticket offers is like 2 CCX,
right?
Your circle,
right? Because the number 2 are like the FHL and then the quarterly, the quarterly lives.
And I think that sometimes we could probably get lost in semantics. It really doesn't matter. Is it 1 or is it 2? Either way, it's just leading to an offer. And that's really the only important part.
Yeah. Yep. I think the difference though, and this is it's a good question of like, is it important that this is more of like what you were saying, Susan, the self-liquidating offer? Because this is like a lesser time with you event versus a dramatic demonstration 2, I think is a higher time with you. So the potential to pitch a higher ticket at the end of that might be increased because of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. And then, well, actually, FHL would be dramatic demonstration 2. Totally agree. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Agreed.
And I popped Steven's comment up there. He was just giving some insight into the self-liquidating offer. Thank you, Steven. Okay.
Awesome.
So
we
said this a little bit before.
Yeah.
What
go ahead. No,
I was
go
just
ahead.
gonna say we said this a little bit before, but pretty much everything that we do now for our clients is this. It is plug in the missing pieces, because if you're wanting a webinar funnel, okay, you have there's a place to plug that in. What are you selling? A webinar challenge funnel are meant to sell into your continuity. I think, a lot of people have a webinar that sells into their course. And so I haven't, that's a different model. And I'm interested, Andrea, what you think about that.
Yeah. Well, first, I think before I answer that, I do want to I think ours, we put our own little spin on the linchpin. So let me show you what ours looks like. Cause I think he doesn't nearly talk about traffic enough. And we know that traffic, I think, is the hardest part of the whole game. And being able to see that across. He also doesn't talk about the funnel hub. And so this is our iteration of the linchpin. You can see all the core components inside the box are the same and they're in there. I think the biggest difference is just that we have put a little bit more emphasis on what that traffic strategy might look like. We always do a funnel hub, a YouTube, and a Facebook prospecting group because we're organic traffic is the way that we do business. And then also, talking about what is the ascension path for customer retention and what does that look like? So that all is also a part of our kind of spin on the linchpin. Susan, to answer your question of when do we sell a course, I think was it?
I was just using a lot of the model that we've seen prior to this linchpin framework being a thing is webinar selling $1,000 course. $1,000 course is not continuity. It is not a membership. A monthly continuity plan.
Yeah. So how I've been doing it is it's still because I think even Russell talks about it's hard to sell continuity, right? And that's why if you look here, he is not actually selling. He is selling continuity, but not in its full form. He's bundling it so that somebody can experience a set of it, right? A 30-day trial, a 12-day trial, you know what I mean? 30 days free if you buy this, right? So this is to me not full out selling continuity. It's selling a taste of continuity. And I think that same approach could be here in terms of I'm selling the course. And if you buy the course today, this is how I've been doing it with most of my clients. If you buy the course today, you get 3 months of the continuity, right? For free. Or whatever I align the result with the continuity play. And then it's an auto charge into the community at the end of that 3 months. So that's how I've been spinning it here. Kind of his version of get a taste of the continuity bundle package and not go straight into $97 a month right off the bat.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. What else do we want to say about linchpin before we move to the next thing that everyone's really excited about?
Yes.
I'll add a little something here. Is this whole linchpin idea is absolutely nothing new necessarily, and certainly nothing new for Russell. And the continuity idea back in 2007 already, Russell did a program called Micro Continuity. And I bought it originally way back then when he was doing all of his stuff with Kennedy and on stage all the time. And then I went to an event in Concord, Massachusetts that spring, I think, of 2008. And Russell and David Fry both spoke at that event. Mm-hmm. And ever since then, I have had something on my wall in my office. Unfortunately, I have not taken my own advice or David Fry's advice. And it says, until you have continuity, you don't have a business. Mm-hmm. And it's right over there on my wall. It's the only saying I have on any of my walls besides my whiteboards that are covered with all other stuff. But in 2019, I did a training, which I called Funnel Design School. And it talked about how to design your funnels based around the whole idea of continuity. And what I built out was a brick and mortar business where it was actually a pizza restaurant, Mama Luigi's Pizza Restaurant, and they built continuity into it. It was an idea I stole straight away from Dan Kennedy, who had a client in Canada who had a continuity business for her pizza joint.
Hmm.
And so I flat out
Was it like
stole
a
that.
loyalty program or something?
I'm sorry, what?
Was it like a loyalty program or something?
Basically, you paid monthly in order to get specialty pizzas, extra benefits like your own special dining room, specialty swag, discounts on things, coupons every month, whatever it all entailed. I don't recall anymore, and I don't even really recall what I built into my program in the training that I did. But something that Susan and Andrea don't know is I revamped that program over the last couple of weeks, and I put it into a new membership area, and I was going to add that in to anybody who joins the academy. I was going to throw that in for free, so you can basically go through, set up an entire continuity program for a brick and mortar business. If you're interested,
I thought it was Russell's birthday, but all of a sudden I'm feeling really special. That's amazing, Dan.
It was just sitting there on the shelf, and I said, you know something? I think it's time to dust this baby off, because Russell has come full circle 15 years later back to essentially what was his micro continuity. And I was listening to the micro continuity stuff, and I was talking to somebody the other day, and I said, the stuff he was talking about in 2007 is the stuff he's talking about again today, because he's come full circle on it and realized, hey, that's how I got to where I am. And now let's go back to that and let's teach that to everybody.
That's amazing. That's amazing, Dan. Oh, it's really exciting. Okay, well, we'll have to dive into that. Yeah, go ahead, Susan.
I have you've got to type it in just as you see it on the screen. But if you want to come to Geekout Academy and join us, it's getting so much fun. That's where you got to go. So if you want Dan's thing that he was just talking about, that's where you go and join and get it.
And one other thing here, people who are listening here, if you want to know how to not have to type in the www before your root domain to get to a funnel in ClickFunnels, go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Dan Havey. Go there, type in the word domain, and you will find a video there. It's got a picture of an AI generated woman on the front of it. Just go there and watch that video. It's a long video, but it's a big subject to really learn how to fix that problem, where you can actually then send a root domain to a funnel page.
We're gonna hot seat Susan and I and do it for the for our domains.
Maybe it's happening. A show Fridays, maybe that's exactly what we do. Is we take a couple of domains and we go through a couple of different examples of how to get that set up.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Now I will say, okay, just one last thing on linchpin, and then I know we got to move on. So I do differ, and we've had some conversations in the Geek Out community on this particular topic. So we work with clients who are anywhere between like striving to get their consistent 10K to 30K months. And we work with clients that are like 10 million plus kind of clients, right? So we've seen the full range. And if you have significant traffic and you have that system all dialed in, I think this linchpin is amazing and you should follow it exactly as Russell says. What I have found though, in the customers that are more into like trying and striving to get to 10 to 30K to 50K to 60K months, right, is that focusing on continuity first is not in alignment with just the finances of what you're dealing with and cash flow and all of those things. And so we actually do not focus on continuity first. That is not what Russell says to do. We do violate Russell's guidance just because we just have not been able to figure a way to make that work with all of the other things that we're trying to juggle, right? So we'll put a lot of emphasis on the models that you talked about, Susan, and that is dramatic demonstration with a middle ticket item, right? Mm-hmm. That has the potential of growing into continuity, but mm-hmm. that is what we focus on first, because we have to get that traffic system dialed in, and we need at least something monetarily that can help us to be able to like keep at that 10 to 30K month range, right? Where that we can keep going. So that has been something that just in the like from the trenches. And we've tried these out now with, I think we're at like 20-ish clients, right? Where we're trying to implement the linchpin. That's been our experience so far. So anyway, just wanted to throw that out there for a contentious topic of conversation in the group, and totally open, and would love to hear more of people's perspective of in the trenches implementation of linchpin. How's that going? So,
well, what I was going to say is, because for those of you who have been joining us for book club, we've been reading .com Secrets, and in what are we in chapter 5 or something this week? That's exactly what Russell says is, and it's the advice he's been given for years. It's the same advice Steve Larson's been giving, which is, in order to really get going, you have to start at a mid-level tier product in order to get the money coming in to be able to survive, basically.
Yeah.
You got to make some $1,000 sales in order to pay the bills, keep the roof over the head, so that you can then build the rest of it. Even if all you got coming in is $5,000 or $10,000 a month, that's going to keep you above water. It's going to keep you in the safe zone, hierarchy of needs and all that. You got to satisfy those things first, and then you can build out the continuity business. But you gotta get that mid-level product bringing in some money first so you can pay the bills.
Yeah.
I was going to say my favorite model is webinar or some sort of dramatic demonstration challenge webinar, right? If we tried both with my clients, one that's working the best right now is challenge to course, mid-level course. And then on the back side of that, selling continuity offer if it fits into the way you want to design your business. So the continuity ends up being like a coaching program that so you can build both at the same time if that is what you want to do. You can have the $1,000 course being sold with the upsell of a continuity offer.
Yeah.
That's my favorite way to do it.
I for me it's challenger working and also master classes, which are a little bit more intimate depending on your business model. Nicholas asked a really good question of right now I'm trying to leverage affiliate marketing, which is definitely a way we have learned a lot in like what affiliate marketing could do for our business just as we've come into Geekout. And we've definitely become bigger believers. But I would say that the people who are just killing it on affiliate, like you should check out Anthony Morrison, you should check out Doug Fountain. These guys I think are Jonathan Montoya, right? Like these guys are, I think, big in terms of like, if I was going to just do an affiliate only play as my primary income source, I would check out what they're doing. Because I think they're doing a great job on the affiliate side.
And I would say the key to the affiliate thing is the bonuses.
Yes, absolutely.
There's two things. One is getting people into it doesn't matter what product you're selling, is going out there and finding people who might be interested in it, but have not purchased yet. That's number one. Number two is the bonuses.
Yeah.
And they have to be good quality bonuses that people are interested in, not just a whole pile of garbage. They have to be good quality bonuses.
Well, and I think most of the time we think about bonuses as in like after the sale, like if you buy it, then you get, right? And I think that's how I know a lot of us approach affiliate. That's why I think Doug Fountain's model is so interesting, because it's like he runs the challenge and gives the value and says, you're going to get this. And then you just want to buy it from him. You know what I mean? Because of you're already in it. Yeah.
He sells it as if it's his own product.
Yes,
like
exactly.
He's selling ClickFunnels as his own product.
Yeah, exactly. It's really interesting. Yeah. So, and then it's funny, Frank, I've heard of Jeff Walker, in terms of his, product launch formula. Definitely people have experienced some really good wins with that one. So he says, then when we had our first continuity program 7 years ago, they added another few years GAC. Printed newsletters is next as a monthly continuity. Awesome. Love it. Yes, Jonathan Montoya. Yeah, absolutely. He's great. He's a client. So it's great.
Can I answer this next one?
Yeah, do it.
Betsy's asking, where do I find this model? I'm assuming you're meaning the linchpin model. What you're seeing on the screen right now is our version of the linchpin model. It's just expanding it a little bit. Okay, linchpin has been taught it is in 2CCX right now, right, guys?
Yes,
right, it is in 2CCX. Okay. If you do a Google search though, like you'll find an image for this version.
You can go find the image. So it's taught in 2CCX right now. But one of the things that Russell said this morning was, okay, so we're going to shift a little bit into Funnel Hacking Live. But Russell said that Funnel Hacking Live this year in October 2023 is all about learning the linchpin model and totally understanding it. And I don't remember his exact words, but he said the 4 days are going to be nothing but understanding deeply the linchpin model so that you know it like the back of your hand. And he says this is going to change more lives than anything ever has before, because he wants to dive deep into everyone who attends knowing how to implement this.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that. And Funnel Hacking Live, we don't have like an affiliate link or anything. Just go to funnelhackinglive.com to sign up to go. All 3 of us are going to be there. And it's going to be a fun time. It's exciting.
It's for the Geek Out after parties.
We're going to have a Geek Out party. If you're there, if you're here in Geek Out and you're going, let us know. If you're going, tell us in the comments right now that you're going. You're going to be there. Even if you haven't bought your ticket yet, tell us that you're going to be there. And we will start planning how to do a Geek Out party at some time during the event.
I really feel like we need to have, you guys know, like, so I'm obsessed with like being a motorcycle person, even though I'm not really. I'm a scooter person, right? But I so badly want to be a motorcycle person. So the Harley guys, they have the like hand down on the road whenever they pass each other, which I just think is so cool. I'm like, we need a Geek Out signal or something.
Tip your glasses.
Yes, exactly.
You don't have them, pretend. We're gonna make shirts, we're gonna have swag, we'll just have we're gonna take over Funnel Hacking Live with our Geek Out.
I love it.
It would be very simple. Everybody has to show up with hair like me. And they'll know who's who.
Start growing your beards, everybody.
Breaking the cord, seeing you and your wife. That's awesome. And same, Nicholas. Yes, we will have that. Love it. Cool. All right. And I'm just throwing this up to you. Can I just do a shout out to Jamie on this CF Pro Tools? Like, this is an add-on you guys can get. I've used it now in 2 funnels and it's phenomenal. Where you have not just the like adding of an extra ticket to it, but actually being able to put in the person's name so that then sends into like your CRM and you could do something with it. Anyway, super cool. Like, especially if you have like spouse deals, right? Like, it's awesome. So yeah.
Amazing. All right. Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a 1.0 page there, just in case somebody.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
This is 1.0.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. We have so many people in the comments saying that they're going to be there. They're going to try to be there. So exciting. Okay. Let's shift.
Try.
What?
I said try.
No, I think it's time.
It's time. It's time. Okay. So the big reveal was Todd Dickerson jumped on to the birthday bash and showed us this video. It was really cool video introducing the AI feature coming into ClickFunnels. We're gonna demo it. It's already in our accounts. The thing is, you get access to it right now. The first people getting access to it have bought Funnel Hacking Live tickets. So if what we just said just now didn't persuade you to go to Funnel Hacking Live, maybe this next thing will, because if you want to get access to the AI feature, you have to go buy your Funnel Hacking Live ticket.
One question here. Andrew, you did not see this part of the presentation, right?
No, it's killing me. I'm going to be unboxing with you.
So, Susan, what we want to do is we want to mute Andrea's mic because
no,
she's going to blow out the speakers.
Real time.
Too much.
It's awesome.
All right, so I'm going to share.
Just a really quick. So Amber's looking for a roommate. Go ahead and post that into our Geek Out community. I'm sure somebody will be there and really waiting to partner up. So.
Amazing. Okay. Yeah. Please connect with each other in the group, find roommates, whatever you need to do.
Do it.
Okay. Are you ready? I got to back out of the funnel that I'm in. Hold on. The suspense.
And just as Susan is loading this up too. So what I was able to catch on to right after this one is that pretty much everybody is like throwing their stuff in to the mix for Russell's Bash. I think they're still going. But anyway, there's like tons of freebies and people throwing stuff in and nope, it ended finally.
Okay,
you get your Funnel Hacking Live ticket. So I definitely
so
take
many
advantage
bonuses.
of it. So many options in there. Yeah.
Susan, I was going to say, show that.
Yeah. So this is the customer center. If you've bought something from ClickFunnels lately, chances are you have a customer center with ClickFunnels. Just right before we started going live here, got an email saying new course available. So they already have this funnel hacking FHL members labeled one. There's this other one that we've had, but then there's this new one, FHL members. This is for if you've bought your ticket for 2023, even if you bought it at last year's event. That's when I bought mine. I got the email. I got all the things. But this is the members area where you get all the past FHL recordings all the way back to 2015. There's information about current FHL, and then there's the bonuses. And I imagine with all the, oh, look, it's growing. It was only up to Todd Brown when I was looking at it before, and now there's all these other ones. So they're still adding things into it. So many bonuses, which is awesome. And there must be like I didn't even see all of these people speak. This must be all the people that have spoken the last couple hours that I didn't watch.
Amazing.
Yeah, I think I left off at about Todd Brown. I saw Jim. And Garrett was on like an hour later. So
yeah. And can I just like, I know this might be a little bit, I know he's somewhat divisive and political sometimes, but the fact that they got Jocko in is really cool. Like that dude he has some really interesting things and perspective of the world. Anyway, I just thought that was cool.
Awesome.
Well,
okay, yeah.
So, real Navy SEAL that alone impresses me.
Yeah. Yep. Well, and yeah, just his record's pretty impressive. Yeah.
Are you guys ready?
Do it.
Okay. This is.
I don't need to. I don't think Andrea needs to see this.
Do you see anything new? We bring your attention to this little blue button up here. Make it really, really big. Okay, so this is a beta feature. It's called AI Assistant. I have not clicked on this yet. I don't know if it acts differently for the first time, so I was saving it for you guys. And so I'm going to click on it. And it's a chat. Okay, so it says, hello, how can I help? I don't know. Oh, I can't make it bigger. Okay, hello, how can I help? What can you do? Let's see what it says.
Okay, can I critique yet, or should we just be happy?
Be happy.
Okay, we're going to be happy. We're going to be happy. Okay.
Okay, let's see what this monster message says. Its name is Napoleon. How fun. I can help you create powerful sales funnels.
Robots. Sorry.
Email. Ours are going to be better. Okay. Email workflows, blogs, stores, and more. I have several commands I can use to help automate processes, save time on repetition. It gives us some commands to try. Commands include create sales funnel, name your funnel, create a custom sales funnel with a few simple clicks. Okay, so this is really cool stuff. I'm not going to read all of it because that's boring. You guys can read it.
So the marketing.ai, I am not as familiar with that engine. Is it powered by open Chat GPT? Do you guys know?
I do not know. If you want to look that up or somebody else knows.
But one thing that Todd said, and because this was my very first question, because I've used Chat GPT, I've used Midjourney, and I haven't been able to find any real good places to learn how to use them yet. Todd said he's going to be putting out a whole bunch of training and prompts and other things to let us know how to actually use this tool, which that's the best
I have some
part.
links for you. I have some links I'll send you too. Like there's some really good resources out there for how to train AI engines with different prompts and different ideas. So yeah.
Sure
one thing though, it looks like there's like all of these bracketed prompts and stuff. These are unique to what looks like they're unique to ClickFunnels AI thing. So if they're going to be coming out with more of these.
Yeah, I just went to marketing AI. I think this is a custom one-off. Like, again, I don't know what's fueling it. Like, there's no way that Todd built an AI engine. Let's just be really clear. So, but he must have tapped into one of the AI engines, right? But I do think
probably
that
open
AI is an overface. You know what I mean? Like a customer-facing level that's feeding into another engine.
Yeah. Okay, so one thing I wanted to bring your attention to, I highlighted it while Andrew was talking, create an image or artwork to spruce up your sales funnel. This isn't just copy, it is an image AI generator. That's awesome. Todd demonstrated that on the video that he showed. So I thought what we could do for a few minutes here is test it out. I'm going to jump. Oh, there's also more to show. It's not just this button up here that we click on to get to it, but it's like still acting like it's typing something. Let's say, I don't know. I'm curious on what these actually do, because did he demonstrate these bracket things?
No, he didn't do the bracket thing at all. And I think where he showed the image was actually on the next step that you haven't shown yet, but we will. I won't give it away. Well, what did he do at this level? I forget now.
Geekout. How about a Geekout Funnel Hub? Oh, there we go. Geekout Connect. Yes, what a reveal. Nice job.
Is that all that I type?
Try it. That's what I would interpret.
The thing is, I don't think it's going to understand a word that's not a word.
Would you like to view it? Yes. Here's the link. Is it a share funnel?
Well, it says yourlink.clickfunnels.com. I'm guessing that didn't
copy
work.
it and try to put it into another. Yeah.
It's beta. I'm guessing there's supposed to be an actual unique, a unique
somebody who's
subdomain.
listening or somebody who's watching this, do you recall what he did at this level? Because like I said, I'm drawing.
I think he was just asking the common things that we would be asking, like create a headline.
Well, like what his example was, create an image for a green juice drink.
Okay.
The question is from Betsy, if it basically is available everywhere, including not just funnels, but pages, membership areas.
Okay, we're going to get to that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Sure thing. One image for a juice drink coming right up. I don't know if you guys can see this very well.
Yeah, and I think so when Todd did it, I think he put in give us 4 for their green juice drink. So in many ways, this is acting like Midjourney, whereas you can go in and you can prompt it and it will create 4 variants for you.
Yeah. So I'm curious, not that I want to lose our work, but I'm curious if you navigate away from this page, you know what I mean? Does it stay as like a layer on top? You know, if you go into
no, I don't think it does. As soon as we enter a funnel, it does go away.
So Frank from the front line said, I did the AI text inside a funnel page that worked great for a headline. I haven't done an image yet. I wonder if we...
Okay. So I'm going to navigate away. We'll come back and see if it does anything. But I'm going to go into our Geek Out Academy funnel.
Yeah.
Where I have a template page waiting for us.
Oh,
it did follow us.
Nice.
Still, it lost its thinking thing though. I don't know if it's still working on it or not.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to go into edit. I'm going to just actually close this for now.
Okay.
And we're going to show what you have on the page editor. If it will load. I was having some issues, so hang on a second. There we go. Okay, so this is just one of the templates. If we click on the text, we have an AI button that pops up right here now. We can click on that. It opens up that chat thing again. This is your current headline. Obviously, it's just nonsense. Rewrite headline, extend length, rewrite as a call to action. So let's say...
Susan, before you go any further, what he did is he just click on rewrite the headline. So take out what you're putting in there. Okay, don't. See, what it did is because he had prompted it on the first page about the green juice drink. When it came in here, he clicked on rewrite the headline, and it picked up from the chat he already had going, or whatever you call it.
That's awesome that it is smart.
And then also one of those icons on the right-hand side there, if you just hover over it, it will just put it into the blank for you. So put your mouse on
this here and what's sent
to add to app means add, put it in.
Oh, okay. It did. It replaced it. It added the quotation marks that I didn't put in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now
wait, how does it know which element to populate?
Oh, because I clicked on the AI off of the element.
Oh.
I closed this. Let's come down here and we'll do it again. AI.
That's crazy.
Rewrite
oh my gosh. That's okay. Is anybody else worried about their copyright friends? Are there copyright friends?
I think that they're going to have to start offering different services of just checking that it's good.
Yeah, exactly.
But how I did not catch on the video that it was just overriding the nonsense words that were there. So you can just literally open a template and start creating copy. You don't even have to have an idea of what you're doing. You just need to give it the topic. So, okay, we don't sell juice drinks. So let me switch this up and say, okay, I already have juice drink stuff in there. What happens when I want to switch to something else, right?
So this goes back to the original video I saw is something that Russell did where he was talking about this a few months ago, Chat GPT, and they sat him down and he typed into Chat GPT, give me 10 headlines for my green juice drink, and it popped out 10 headlines, and they were all very good headlines. And I said at the time, I said, that's great, because what it does is it gives you a lot of ideas. It gives you a lot of ideas of words, terms, ways of looking at it, ways of thinking about it, because it was, this kind of nutritious that, and vegan this, and non-GMO that, and, all these things that you may not have thought of as things that people out there in the marketplace are actually searching for. Because how any of these tools work is they can only work with publicly available information on the internet. So when you type into Chat GPT or this engine here, and like Andrea said, there's multiple AI engines. When you type it in there, it has the catalog of the entirety of the internet to be able to choose from and be able to then create these headlines for you. And I kept seeing in the chat during Russell's call today, can this be done in other languages? And they said no. And the reason why the answer is no is because there is limited amount of internet space being taken up by foreign languages. So if you want to speak in Uzbeki, if you speak in Uzbeki, if that's even, I'm thinking of Uzbekistan as a country, I'm not sure if that's a language, but let's just say it is. If you speak in that language, there may not be a lot on the internet for this tool to go out and find and pull in your language. That's why you have to do it in English and then translate it.
I think I have a little bit of a different interpretation though, Dan. So, and this will be an experiment, right, for us to dive deeper. So my understanding of the way that these chat engines work is that, yes, they do scrape all of the content on the internet. So what you just described makes sense to me in terms of it has a very dominant English focus, right? But I also think that it taps into AWS type of servers and different servers that pull from different taxonomies that research institutions and other big entities that are studying machine learning that also feed into it, that are public domain. So I think it is not just stuff that's traditionally on the internet, but I also think it taps into databases of taxonomy and folksonomy research institutions as well, which feed into it. I think I could be wrong, but I think that it is tapping into those because it's what AWS is doing. AWS is not just internet scraping. It's also having like rich database engines of these for language processing.
Well, if we go back to even just 10 years ago, there was a thing that used to be known as a spinner. And if you put in an article, so you got a blog, the whole idea is you were basically gaming the search engines by putting out a whole bunch of content onto a whole bunch of different sites, pointing all those sites back at your site in order to get link juice from all of them. Problem with that model was none of those sites had any quality or any weight to them, and so the search engine just ignored them, and then eventually in the filters in the search engine, it just did away with them. Right. So it killed the link wheels and everything else, but people would do this spinner thing, and it would do exactly that. It would take a chunk of text, it would take a blog post, and it would, through whatever technology of 10 years ago, would rewrite the article at that point. So it's starting at a basis of information it has gotten from somewhere, and then it has the ability to rewrite it into normally really well-formed English sentences, to the point sometimes they're too well-formed, and you can tell by reading it that's, okay, this was made by a bot.
Yeah. Hey, Susan, can we try one thing in the interface?
Yeah. Can I explain what I've been doing while you guys have been talking first?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So it's still working on an image. We haven't gotten images to work yet. But
yeah, I got to work on an image on my computer too, and it's stuck.
Yeah. So, okay. So we've got a headline. We've got a subheadline. I don't love them. They're kind of crappy, to be honest. So I gave the same prompt that I gave Napoleon here for my headline. Sorry. I just pushed her a little too hard. Sorry about that. I gave it the same prompt. So create 10 headlines for an offer to build a challenge funnel. And I like these better. These are way more in line with a good headline than what we were given.
I
So
wonder
just
though,
keep that in
is this a
mind.
brand new account, Susan? Like, does it know you or anything?
No,
Like, is there
when you
any
start a
prior?
new chat, it starts new. So I have this in a new chat.
Okay, so there's no build. Okay.
Yeah, there's no
That's
build.
what I wanted to see. So if you go over into the interface in ClickFunnels, if
Yeah.
we could start to type in prompts like, so instead of this is your current headline, be at the top of your game with our challenge funnel, right? If you could say something along the lines of, because we didn't give it a lot of prompts, right? So
Right.
if you could say something along the lines of, being a member of Geekout is meaning bridging between your ClickFunnels investment and your actual reality of your business. Say this in a cool headline in a geeky way, like what we've been feeding
Right.
Chat GPT.
You're wanting to write it and then have it rewrite it.
Right,
Or
exactly.
like give it some, I don't know what you just said, but
Oh, so yeah.
well, this is for a challenge funnel. So
okay, so the Geekout, there we go. The Geekout challenge will help you learn the Geekout formula, which will be a game changer to bridge the gap between your ClickFunnels investment and.
Come on,
Andrew
Susan.
and I are not on the
Sorry.
same page at all.
This
This is for agency work of building someone a challenge funnel.
Got it. Okay. Oh, that's what you're doing. Okay, got it. I'm with you. All right. Yes. So having a challenge funnel will help drive leads into your business, hone your message.
Well, to do that, don't you want to say rewrite this headline in a certain style?
Probably Dan, but I'm just trying to capture what Andrea is saying.
Sorry.
Well, if she talked a little faster, maybe you could type it out.
Maybe. There we go. We just need a voice.
This is what I would do on Chat GPT. So let's see if it handles it.
Yeah.
Thinking. Okay, while it's thinking, I'm just gonna jump over here real quick. So like these that are let's see, I was liking maybe this one.
Generate more lead sales.
Or get more leads, more sales, more success with our custom challenge funnel services, something along those lines, right? Like what's the benefit? What's the things that make a good headline? So if they come out with, I'll bring that back up. If they come out with prompts that help give better output for people, then it will be awesome.
I have a theory on the image too of why that's not loading is because you're not doing it from an image element.
You can't do it from an image element at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Only the text elements have the AI attached to them.
Okay, so it didn't even keep the thing that we typed in earlier.
Okay.
And so what I'm thinking is you can't navigate, you can't close it if it's still thinking. We've learned that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's taking a long time. You just have to stay there.
This is your current headline. Get more leads. Okay.
Yeah.
Click
this is
on
what
rewrite.
I just typed in.
Okay, but click on rewrite the headline. Maybe that's how you have to do it. You have to put your headline in there and then you click on rewrite it.
Yeah, that works. But in order for that to be the case, like you have to come up with some sort of headline on your own, right? Not what we were just trying to do, which was like just give it some information about what we're trying to sell and then ask it to write a headline about it. It wasn't handling that very quickly. And then we lost it. So
can we do prompts like say it in a geeky tone? Like can we do voice and tone prompts?
It's not very geeky.
No, Chat GPT was a little bad.
It's not too bad. Like they're not bad.
Right.
Leverage our revolutionary challenge funnel.
Which,
I mean, that's
which
like
is
big words. So its idea of geeky is not our idea of geeky. And when we do that over here, which we do a lot.
You do a lot. Like Geekify.
It's so fun.
It is.
We get like let's see if it gives like warp speed, like it goes into like references to shows.
Engage hyperdrive and take your business exact. Yeah. It's amazing how much geek is associated with Star Wars. But,
We started getting like metaphors of like lightsabers and stuff.
It was pretty good.
Apparently that's what geeky is.
That's
So
maybe it is using a different engine than Chat GPT, or we just need to get better in our prompts. I don't know. That's what's interesting.
I think it could be both. I think it could be both.
Yeah.
And really it's going to be just trial and error and learning how to use it. I think we just have to learn how to use it. And then we didn't really explore much with these up here, although it looked like it was actually attempting to create a funnel.
Yeah.
I'm going to save this page and go out and see if it did.
So I have something for you guys too. So, okay. Jim Edwards, Funnel Scripts, right? He has made an amazing amount of contribution and a pretty significant product in the way of funnel scripts. And he did that because he infused all of Russell's frameworks, right? So like when we create copy, it's not just like Joe Schmo, somebody's talking to somebody else on the street copy. It's very infused with Russell philosophy strategy copy, right? So I'm so curious because I know that there are engines out there that you can train an AI, what's called folksonomy, meaning like a group of people that use a particular way of saying things or a particular set of words or a lexicon or something like that, right? I'm wondering if it's possible, again, with that whole platform as a play, for somebody like a Jim Edwards, you could like, you know, switch it. Like it's not just a Chat GPT, but he can infuse, like leverage this, like use the funnel scripts lexonomy or, you know, I don't know if that would, or lexicon, that would be amazing.
I feel like they've got to go, they'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, they had to have thought of that, right? Like,
right.
Because I mean, funnel scripts is such an integral part of the funnel, like the ClickFunnels community. And I think that like Jim Edwards has been really vocal lately about like funnel scripts is still like really, really good. Yeah, AI is fine, but it's not writing you stuff in the way that it needs to be written, right? That's kind of been his message, I think, lately.
Yeah.
And if it was infused into this AI bot of like what you just said, like write a sales script based on and then name Jim's script.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Maybe you can.
Write me 10 killer headlines. And then it's in the script of his killer headlines.
Yeah.
You guys may just want to get on his waiting list for his AI product that he has coming out next month.
Oh, well, there you go.
I don't want another AI product. I want it infused into the one that's in ClickFunnels.
Right, exactly.
I don't need another AI product.
Jim Edwards is coming out with an AI product next month. What do you think it might have in it?
That would be amazing. That would be
I don't know. I don't know for sure, but I'm thinking there might be some of Jim's magic in there somewhere. Might be some unicorns in there.
That's awesome.
I did say write 10 killer headlines, but that doesn't mean that it's using his framework, right? Like that could just be whatever.
Right.
But I wanted to see what it would do. It's still going off of the challenge funnel topic.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I still feel like they're kind of okay.
Yeah.
They're
so
missing
we may still
parts.
need to go to Chat GPT or I think too, it's the prompts that we give it, right? I think too, that is like in order for us to get to a really good spot, right? I think it's like how you start, the voice and tone you give it, all that good stuff.
Which it doesn't seem to be able to handle at the moment, but maybe.
Right.
Todd did say this is just scratching the surface of what they had planned for it. So
that's awesome.
And
the fact that it's on an element, you can generate chat again, like it is true to form with 2.0 and that it is the game changer. It is the thing that's going to, you know, like there is no competition. It's just not quite there yet, but it's amazing. And they're going in the right direction. And it makes me want to continue to back them. Yes.
Yeah. You recognize
he said something about Jim Edwards having an AI tool.
I just am curious. I didn't check this out yet. I'm curious if there's anything on emails.
Yeah, let's do it. So, you know, the most annoying emails to write are the ones that are like, they're so boring, and how to not make them boring is hard. Not hard, it's just tedious and annoying. And that is, you just bought the challenge funnel. And so now, like,
Yeah.
congratulations, you're a general admission. Here's the logistics of your challenge. And this is what to look forward to. And did you get a VIP? You know what I mean? Like, it's always the same. And it's like, how do we spice this up? And like, we put gifts in there, which I know are contentious. That's a contentious strategy decision for email nerds out there who are concerned about open rate. But I'm curious what we can do with the AI now to like spice it up a little bit.
Yeah. There is not an AI button in the emails unless I'm missing it somewhere, but it's not here. So
Not there yet.
I bet it's coming. I don't know why they wouldn't put it in there at some point. So
yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, just make sure.
Again, I think that because of how these things work, I think the best practice, at least at this point, until this matures a little bit more, is to go either inside of the AI for marketing AI or Chat GPT, put in there, give me 10 headlines to and then you take some of the ideas from there. You can go into funnel scripts, which most all of us have access to, go into funnel scripts and then put it in there and see what funnel scripts spits out. So I
usually go the other way. Yeah, sorry, Dan, go ahead.
Well, between the two of them, or whatever direction you want to go, you can do it around in circles for 12 hours, but whatever you want to do is give them both a try, because gyms are based on proven principles,
right,
from the greatest marketers in the world.
Right.
That's where he got his swipe files from. That's basically what funnel scripts is a gigantic swipe file that you can input information into and have it spit out the equivalent of what some great marketer 100 years ago would have written for you. Dan Kennedy would have written, John Carlton, I think, we spit out names all day long, Eugene Schwartz. So
I think that's why
he got all of his stuff from.
Right. And that's why, Dan, I do it from funnel scripts to AI, because I want the quality of my prompt to be based in something that is sound principles, right? Which would be funnel scripts. And I love what you just highlighted from Ben Susan. I would definitely, I think he's echoing the same thing.
Yeah, funnel scripts into AI, that would be a really good way to go. And then he also brought up another point of when you were bringing up emails, of the boring email that you get ready. Write it once and then have AI write it over and over and over for you. So it's different every time.
It's true. It's true.
I'm sorry,
that was Ben.
Yeah. Well, okay, then why don't we just shut up then? Because if Ben said it, done. We're over.
It's true. Okay, now I'm going to say something.
I'm being serious there. Ben said.
No, he is. Okay, I'm going to say something that maybe is unpopular and it's going to be a total buzzkill, but I think it's such truth. Okay, so here it is. AI is super exciting. I think it only gets more exciting if you can get really good prompts, right? Which we just talked about, like from funnel scripts, but also conversation I know Susan and I have been having is that, and I think, Ben, you even talk about this in your Rainmaker too, is that all of us get into this game when we have an inherent knowing. Like, don't dismiss your inherent knowing. And so feed the AI your inherent knowing of prompts, right? Like, I think that will only be what makes the final outcome from AI better, is not to just take from other people, right? Which is what it's going to be really tempting to do when we come from scripts, but just like vomit from your inner knowing first. And I think that the end result is going to be a lot better. So that would be my plea and my encouragement to all of you guys. And if you're having trouble getting it from like here to here, then like work with a coach, work with something in order to like extract it from you. Cause I think that's what ultimately makes these things really come to life, as you just give a little credit to, you do know what you're trying to say. You just don't always have the words to say it. So.
And the other thing I've learned just recently is, once you find a really good prompt, make sure you write it down, because there was some training in the 2CCX the other day from Joy Anderson, and she gave a prompt to everybody on how to run challenges, is what this was about, the perfect challenge funnel or something, whatever it's called. And I haven't looked at it. It's in the 100-page PDF that they gave to everybody. But she's like, if you put this in with your keywords, it will spit out like the absolute perfect challenge funnel for you or something. And like I said, I haven't checked that yet. So just a word, if you get something really good that it spits out, make sure you write it down, because the computer the AI will want to see that over and over again.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's
Ben
good. Shout out,
dropping-
Susan. Yeah.
Ben's dropping more advice,
Gems.
putting it on the screen so that everyone on all the places we are streaming can see it. That's really awesome. Thanks, Ben, for sharing that. Okay, I think just to sum up everything, linchpin, do it. And if you want help with it, we build all of our offers around it. All of the services that we provide our clients is all built around linchpin. Funnel Hacking Live, go. We're all going to be there. We're going to have a geek out party, and it's just going to be really, really awesome. And then AI, use it with caution. Still make it your own. And don't think that you can just go in there and replace everything with the AI stuff and succeed, because I don't think that's going to work. You still have to have a good offer. You still need to have a good sales message, and you still need to connect with your people. Everything that we are reading in .com Secrets, in Book Club, Attractive Character was this week, and Value Ladder, Hook Story Offer, like all of those things cannot be replaced with AI. So
amen to that.
That's what we talk about all the time. And come join Geekout Academy.
Yay!
And what else do we need to talk about that might be happening on Friday if you're interested in AI?
Yes, please plug that, Dan.
Yay!
Please
great.
do.
Winter Jones is going to join us on Friday at what time is it? Like 3:30 Eastern time?
It's at 3:30 Eastern. You got it. It's 3:30 Eastern. That's 12:30 Pacific.
Yes. So Winter Jones is going to join us talking about AI. Not quite sure what he's going to talk to us about, but he's been building a whole bunch of pages using AI, using Midjourney. Guy's really a fantastic designer, besides being a fantastic coder and just a genius all around. And so I don't know what he's going to teach us, but I know it's going to blow me away.
So I was chatting with Winter the other day. He's actually getting prepared to show us his process of how is he using AI to create the pages, from copy to the actual design concept to actually building it. And he's going to have it like kind of all done. It's going to be the, what do we call it? The
Easy Bake Oven.
So yeah, Easy Bake Oven, where it's done. And he's just going to kind of walk you through like the process. We've also invited Winter to, if you guys are interested, like if you show up Friday and let him know that this is something you love and you're interested in and you want to know more, I think we can get Winter to come and do like a workshop where he'll dive in deep and show us like the actual steps in between, like the things that he's not going to have time to go over on Friday. So show up on Friday. That'll tell him that you're interested, and then we can get him to come and do like a full-blown workshop on it. Okay,
Yeah.
Sound good?
And as of right now, if anybody is interested in that, drop it in the notes that you're interested in the AI workshop, and that will definitely prompt us to remember on Friday to ask Winter again and ask the people again, and maybe we should drop something in the group after we talk to Winter on Friday about people wanting to sign up for that, because it'll probably only be about $3,000 or $4,000 per person to join that workshop. And so,
what he deserves.
It's a lot of money. So I'm not sure what it's going to cost.
Yes. Yep. And shout out, we had a couple coming in. Yes, I'm in the Academy. Grace, awesome. Ashley, shout out to you.
Grace is asking, is it going to be in the Academy?
So it's
Friday, Winter, we're going to be streaming into the CF 2.0 Geek Out group for everybody. But
free for all.
We'll figure out the workshop thing. I don't know if it's going to be Academy only or if we're going to invite everyone, or I don't know what that looks like yet. So just show up on Friday so we can at least gauge interest.
I can imagine, because I mean, Winter is very much a open source kind of guy. I'm gonna imagine his preference would be for us to give it, inside of the Facebook group to anybody who can join us. So that would be my guess, but we will find out.
Awesome. Okay, if you want to join, Grace is asking. She's saying I need to join. Go to www.geekoutacademy.com/join. Tomorrow's Thursday. We have hot seats. We've been getting a lot of questions in the group of like, I need human help. Come
Yes.
join Geekout Academy. We have hot seats every week. We also help our Geekout Academy members. Like, they have priority. I'm sorry to say it, but they pay us. So they have priority when we're helping them. So if you want to have priority, come join Geekout Academy.
And just on that note, just two things is that I know that we focus a lot of our attention on CF 2.0, but our Geek Stack is with ClickFunnels as the center of our universe, but we also do Active Campaign, Group Track, ClickFunnels Classic, ClickFunnels 2.0, like pretty much anything in our Geek Stack is fair game during a hot seat. So come one, come all, any of those questions, like we will help you. If you need help on domain, Dan is like the expert on that topic. So, I mean, any of those. And the second thing, and Dan, you've already given so much today, but I just can't help it. And that is, he has been known to give some of his code trade secrets away at these hot seats. So I'm not making any promises whatsoever, but come, you are sitting with someone who can really bend stuff to your will. So
I am just like any of these AI engines here. It all depends.
Prompt.
It all depends on the quality of the prompt. It's
So
all
true.
about the
Speaking
question you
of,
ask. If you ask the right question, you might suddenly get all kinds of information.
That is going to be my next. That's going to be my next lead gen. Is the top 10 prompts to give Dan Havey.
I love that. All right. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up. Yeah, Betsy's in the comments. Yes, Dan AI. Amazing. Okay, I put the link into at least the CF 2.0 Geek Out stream. I put the link replying to Grace down there if you guys want a clickable version, but come join us. All right, we're gonna be here tomorrow for Geek Camp. We're continuing our, what's it called? Should I switch?
Go high level. Should I switch? Yeah. That's a big one.
Go high level. Basically comparing systems, and does it make sense for you to switch if you're using Go High Level? So we'll do that tomorrow.
You guys would be surprised at our answer on that one.
Okay, and then Friday we'll be back with Winter. All right, everybody. Yay. We'll see you later.
Thanks, guys. Bye.